Welcome to The Short Score, your weekly update of roping news from around the industry, where you can find the latest on the sport from the pro rodeo ranks to the jackpot world. I'm Taylor Vollen, and I'm your host. Hey everyone, welcome back to The Short Score. This first, I guess, half of the year now, in the world of pro rodeo, there's been one team that I think has really stuck out. They've won just about everything there is. They've shown their range, winning on all different types of setups, and they're now the number 1 and number 2 men in the world, and that's Dustin Agaskiza and Levi Lord. Dustin and Levi just won Guymon this weekend on the Muleys with a 22.6 on 3 head, taking home all in all between the rounds and the average, 5,200. And like I said, they're now the number 1 and number 2 men in the world standings. Keep in mind that this year, Dustin and Levi have also won Denver, Odessa, and Austin, and they took home major money in San Angelo and San Antonio. Hence why I said I feel like they have really kind of owned this first half of the year. On today's episode of The Short Score, I've got both Dustin and Levi to hear about their win in Guymon and talk a little bit about how this year has been going and what the rest of it's going to look like. Tell me a little bit about, walk me through your runs. I know it's basic, but kind of break it down for me.
I've never had much luck at Guymon. Calves are walking fresh and barriers fairly long, but they kind of wait on you because they've never been chased before. So I don't really know what the game plan should be there, just besides try to catch your cows and hope everything goes smooth. Hasn't worked out in the past, but I don't really know what we changed this year. I guess we drew some good medium calves. We didn't have any that were too fast or any walkers or anything like that. Everything ran the same pattern, and the biggest thing is they handle decent for Levi to heel them. Like a lot of them throw themselves down and are just really hard to heel, which ours weren't easy by any means. Levi did a great job catching them, but he's definitely got the harder job at Guymon. It looks like catching those wide-legged muleys than it is for me just to get them around the neck. But somehow it just all fell into place this year. I feel like those rodeos like that have a little bit of luck involved as well, and
I could see that.
Luck was on our side this year.
Gotcha.
Pretty cool rodeo to win, though. That's definitely one of the ones that I haven't won yet, and I wanted to win it.
Yeah. I feel like, and I worry this is going to come out in a way I don't mean for it to, but bear with me. I feel like Guymon, the Muleys, that isn't necessarily what people picture when they think of your setup. So it's got to be, I think it's cool from the outside looking in, just how much you guys have won this year on every type of setup. I feel like it showed your range this year.
Yeah, we've had a great year so far. It hasn't really mattered the setup yet. It just feels like our run has been working in all the setups this year. I don't know what we've changed besides a little bit of sting coming off last year's NFR. Just wanting to do better after the performance we had out there, and make up for it, come back and do better this year. Just really want to get back, be there towards the top, have a chance to win the world, perform better.
Right. I know it's super early, so I kind of even hate to say anything, but you've moved into number 1. How are you kind of feeling at this point in the year?
Yeah, I've been. It seems like I always have a pretty good winter. I've never just had a real bad winter, but it's great to start the year ahead like that. We've been I think Guymon was our 15th rodeo, and we've got 70,001. We need to get to about 100 to probably be safe, but we're looking up towards the 200 mark. We'd like to get to about 200 in the regular season. Just really go in with a really good chance to win it. And the horses that we've been riding this year haven't cost us anything. They've been on our side every time we nod our head. I've got a new horse that has fit these winter setups, and I think that's what's allowed us to win so much. Is this horse that I've got gives me, I kind of have some more confidence on him. Just everywhere. He's really good on the end of the rope, and face is good. Leaves flat, lets me reach on him, and I've kind of been saving my other horse for the summertime a little bit. Cajun, the one that I ride mostly. So
yeah,
hopefully he's going to be fresh come Reno, and then when the barriers get a little longer, we'll still have success.
Mm-hmm. What were you riding at Guymon?
I rode the Big Bay, the one that I've been riding at most of the places this year in the first round,
Mm-hmm.
and I rode Cajun on the last two. Cajun hasn't been to many rodeos yet. He's been to Denver, which we won Denver, and then Houston. He's been to Denver, Houston, and Guymon now. He's been to 3 rodeos, and I've had pretty good success on him every time I've took him somewhere.
Yeah. I know you've kind of already talked about this, so I hate to ask the same question, but 70,000 in May, how does this, or maybe it doesn't, I guess, affect the plans for the rest of the year? Maybe not entering certain places or saving horses for different places.
You know, we're still gonna go to the same rodeos that we always go to. We don't. Mm-hmm. We're not really just trying to get by on the easiest path. We want to go to the best rodeos and ride the horse that gives us the best chance at those. We're not gonna skip anything unless it's just crazy hard to get to. Like, we might skip Pinoca. I think that most people will go up there. It pays a lot, but it's 21 hours north of Reno. We might skip that one. We might skip Inner Prescott or Replace or something. Just rodeos that are really hard to get to like that. We'll probably maybe not go, or maybe just stick our name down to what best fits our schedule. You know, like, mm-hmm. we're really not going to take anything. We're not going to take any more extra time off or anything like that. We're still going to go to 85 rodeos and give ourselves the best chance to win the regular season.
Mm-hmm. Where are you guys headed next?
There's not much, really. Yeah. I think until the end of this month, we go to like 5 circuit rodeos. We go to Mount Pleasant, Fort Smith, Durant, Oklahoma, and Parker, Texas will be our next like little weekend of rodeos, and that's towards the end of this month. And then after that is Weatherford, Woodward, Coleman, and that's about it really until we leave. We're not going to go to 7 or 8 more rodeos until we get to Reno, probably.
Gotcha. You've won it before, right?
Yep, me and Nelson won it in 21. So this is my second time.
You've also won Clovis on the Muleys, too. So I'm starting to think the Muleys might not stand a chance.
Right. Yeah, me and Junior been to Clovis 3 times. Mm-hmm. Me and Nelson had a chance to win it. We were maybe 3rd or 4th callback, and then me and Junior won it. And Dustin and I went last year and didn't place in a round, but didn't do no good. So I've got a decent track record, I guess.
Yeah. Are they, okay, I know this is a dumb question, but how big of a difference are muleys from regular rope and steers?
The fresh muleys is the main thing. We rope muleys at the house, but they're just, Jersey calves, and they're so nice to heel and head, and it's a little bit easier on everything. But you go to Guymon and Clovis, it's dang sure full contact. They're fresh, and they have them big and stout. They just come right off the pasture, and they're wild, and it's just a little bit harder on a guy. The header's got to be paying attention, and for sure the heeler's got to be paying attention. So, but I seem to like it. Obviously, kind of a little different deal than everywhere else we go. So it's definitely fun to go to them places and see how you can do.
Yeah, give me kind of, if you don't mind, the play-by-play of Guymon, how it all went.
First round, we kind of stay on par up there just because it's a different setup. We don't really change our philosophy. We definitely wanted to try to place in the first round or win the first round, just to get ahead of the average and to get some money won. So just kind of drew middle of the road. Didn't quite draw good enough to probably win the round, but placed on the first one 7 flat, and then just kind of, even though we were good on the first one, had the same type mentality on the second one, because we don't want to be up there for 3 days and just be roping for 3rd in the average or something. We wanted to dang sure be good on 2 and try to get some round money won. So same mentality on the second one, kind of just drew middle of the herd. I think we actually were probably going to have a chance to win the round. And I smoked his tail when I was coming around the corner.
Really?
The tip of my rope caught his tail, and I about roped myself.
Oh, wow.
So I had to get it untangled from my head, and then we were 7-6, and normally that would never place in the round, and ended up winning 4th in the round. So at the time, I was kind of upset that I cost us some time. I probably had a chance to win the round, and then we won 4th with a 7-6, which is crazy. It got that easy. And then on the 3rd one at that time, then we had a big enough lead on 2 and had already won a little bit of round money. We weren't really too worried about the day money, just definitely trying to take high percentage throws and just get one down. We knew we had a big enough lead to where, just kind of any kind of a clean run would probably win the average or have a good chance to win the average. So, and then it started raining. We traded to Friday, and with about one bareback rider left, it started pouring rain and windy and dropped about 30 degrees. So it was a little bit western out there, but kind of had to do some cowboy stuff a little bit, but it was fine. We got it done. None of the runs were really smooth. I about lost my rope on that one. I'm sure anybody that's seen it could see I missed my dally, and if you miss it on those mealies, it gets to running pretty fast. So dang near lost my rope, just kind of hung on for dear life at the end, but got the clock stopped and got the win, I guess.
Yeah. You were riding Pauly, right?
Yep, ride Pauly. I've been riding Birdie all winter, and he's been pretty well spot on. Usually it's kind of been my system here for the last couple of years. I ride Pauly at some of those different setups and longer setups, just for one, try to be easier on Birdie and save him for what I know he's really good at, and then just I think Pauly kind of thrives in those unique setups. He's a little bit faster maybe and just pretty easy. So took him up there. He worked great. I won it on him. He's what I rode at Clovis when I won it, and when I won Guymon the first time I was on him. So he's got a good record on the mealies too, I guess.
Kind of switching gears, and I asked Dustin kind of similar, but I feel like this year, if people haven't already noticed, this year has kind of proved the range that you guys have. I feel like, considering you've won on so many different type of setups this year. How do you kind of feel?
It's been an awesome year. I don't really know that I can nail it down to one certain thing. I guess we definitely both have high confidence in each other. I don't think either one of us is ever doubting our partner, and we're kind of always on the same page. So that definitely helps to have chemistry with your partner, and we rope together every day, and we both got good horses, and it's just been going really good. We've been trying to stick to our strategy of being aggressive and winning rounds and getting the most money won, but at the same time we know we need to catch more than we did last year. Missing Sioux Falls was not a good deal for us, and not getting any tour points. We would win rounds, but then we'd miss the other one, and that's how you get the tour points. So we've just been trying to keep that a little bit more in our mind, and it's been going good. It's when we need to go fast, we've been capitalizing. We've definitely can't complain, but we've even left a few chances on the table. We've won quite a few rodeos, and the ones we haven't, we've been right there, either high call or had a chance to win it and just didn't capitalize, which I know you're obviously not going to catch them all, but we're trying to keep the easy mistakes to a minimum. Stuff's going to happen throughout the year, and you're not going to catch them all, but we're just trying to not have the stupid, silly little mistakes cost us, and it's been going pretty good so far.